Electricity. It's all around us. But where does it come from? Electricity can be created from a variety of sources. In the United States, the main source of our energy for electricity is coal. After coal, the main sources are natural gas and nuclear power. To find out how we get energy from coal, we have to go back to when dinosaurs roamed the earth. The plants that lived during the time of the dinosaurs are the raw material for coal. These plants died, were buried, and were compressed. At the end of this process, which takes many millions of years to occur, we get coal. There are various ways to get coal out of the ground. Before the mid-20th century, coal mining was labor-intensive, with many people working in either open pit or underground mines. Now coal mining has become more machinery-intensive, with fewer jobs and more environmental destruction. Some common methods of coal extraction we currently use include mountaintop removal and strip mining. Once the coal is removed, it's loaded into trains and barges and transported to power plants, sometimes thousands of miles away. Transporting enough coal to supply just one power plant requires 40 train cars of coal per day. Next, we have to turn all that coal into usable energy. At the power plant, the coal is first pulverized into powder and then burned to boil water to create high-pressure steam. The pressure of this steam turns a turbine. Finally, this turbine spins a coil in a magnet and produces electricity. From the plants, the electricity is transported on high transmission power lines. These lines allow it to be transmitted over long distances because they can move very large amounts of energy at once. Power flows through these lines at 800,000 volts. Power comes out of your outlets at 120 volts, so if you tried to plug something into that high of voltage, it would blow up. Power from the high transmission power lines has to get stepped down to a lower voltage before we use it. Electricity is first stepped down at a substation, which are usually located somewhere in your local community. Transmission lines bring electricity to the substations, which then drop the voltage and distribute it onto multiple local power lines going through your neighborhood. Transformers on local power lines complete the last step in converting electricity into the 120 volts that we can use. This usable form of electricity is transmitted from the transformer into your building's main electric panel. Wiring inside your walls then carries it to all the lights and outlets throughout your home or office. So to get electricity into our homes, we generally use raw materials we extract from the earth, burn them to generate electricity, and then transmit the electricity into our homes through a variety of power lines. This is all part of an even larger process of how we create and consume energy. To learn more about how this fits together and affects you, visit communitypowermn.org.